control. So I don't know. I would ask Mazi and Usang, should we leave it till next week or should we talk about it before we start the show properly? Usang, what should we go on or leave it till next week?
This is tough for me. I think we can leave it till next week, sir.
We should leave it till next week?
Yes.
Okay. Mazi, should we leave it? Talking about V.
Okay, next week.
Next week?
At least
she'll be back then.
Around that.
Yes, because she said she's out of town. She apologized that she was out of town, and apparently, in fact, she went for a friend's wedding,
which is a good thing.
Which is a very good thing, and she got. I think the person is really close to her, and she got busy. She couldn't really attend to her phone on time. By the time she was replying to some of my messages, it was quite late, and she just spelled it out that she was. In fact, she's not in town, and she would be coming back to Abuja today.
Okay.
And she pleaded for next week. So if it's okay by the elders, I think it's okay for me.
Next week.
Next week?
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Lolo,
Yes.
you agree? Women supporting. Lolo, come and sit down here.
Okay.
Well, I've elevated you.
Yeah, let's elevate you.
Yes. Let's have the benefit of that beautiful voice.
Yes. Lolo, because I can't hear her clearly from that mic. You sit here. All right, so Lolo, women supporting women. Do you agree for next week too?
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
Next week.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. So next week it is. We'll be hosting V on the town hall meeting next week. I mean, let's come back to our conversation for the day. A lot is happening in Abuja, and I think we should start to talk about it. From the issue around security. Again, I was saying on Friday that I was going to make it open to Abuja people to know what the Honorable Minister is talking about security in Abuja. He hosted one of these. I've forgotten is he hungry? One of the ambassadors, and he began his conversation about security in Abuja and went on to say that they are already processing purchase of drones in Abuja to help security agents, especially in some of those terrains that are not safety. How will I put it? Not safety friendly. And of course, the police are also trying their own very best. I told you how that there's this woman that trafficked some children all the way from Sokoto up to Abuja, and thank God for the FCT police command, because they ran away from arrest in Sokoto to Abuja, and the police FCT command was able to track them down, caught them, and send them back to Sokoto so that they can answer to what they were doing with those children at the time. So again, it is important that we give the police kudos where we need to give them. Yeah. I have one problem with the Nigerian police force. One problem, and this is the problem. I like balanced PR. Balanced PR. When a police officer errs, the Nigerian police force will put it out on their social media, on every platform that, we have sacked this police for doing this, for doing that. But when the Nigerian police do something very good, I don't see I don't see the same level of buzz that they give an erring police officer. So I want to speak to the IG of police, the PRO of Police Force Headquarters, and also the Police Command FCT. Please, when a policeman does something that is very exceptional, something that the uniform permits him to do, because their primary responsibility is to save lives and property, right? So when they do an exceptional thing, please, in fact, if you don't know any media to contact, sir, contact me. I will help you air it for free.
Yes.
We need to also celebrate the police officers when they are doing well.
Yes.
Not only when something goes wrong. Then the police PRO will post it. We have suspended this officer, or we have dismissed this officer. When a police officer is exceptional, please put it out there. Put it out there so that the citizens can see. I saw a post by a lady in Lagos State that talked about a policeman who came on 3rd Milan Bridge. Sir, she had a flat tire on 3rd Milan Bridge. If you know, Usang and Maz, you guys know Lagos very well. That is no place you want to have any flats.
Any issue,
But that policeman came to her, not only fixed the flat, also ensured that she was safe while he was fixing the tire for her. And guess what? She tried to even appreciate him Not to give, she's not inducing him for anything. Just to say, oh, thank you very much. Because if those boys had come there too, they will either rob her and maybe help her change the tire and she will still pay them. So extend that love to him. The guy said no, that he just was doing his job to ensure her safety on that bridge. I did not see it on police platform. I did not see it on police. Several times, I will see some police officer around that Gwarimpa area towards the roundabout leading to Life Camp. I saw one day, there was this car, this vehicle that came there and stopped. The police officer left their post to push the vehicle for the gentleman. The car didn't start. I was watching them because there was serious hold up. They went to their boss, removed their battery, brought it there, start the guy's car and took it back to their car. I didn't see when they exchanged any money or something. So in as much as we sometimes say police are doing this, police is not doing this, they ask me for money. There are some that will do their job with all diligence. It is important that we give them that credit. So IG of Police, sir, this is my humble submission this morning. Let's move on and start with the issue around FCTA, speaking about Streetlights upgrade in Abuja. The Federal Capital Territory Authority has commenced the upgrade of the Airport Road Abuja lighting with intelligent smart light emitting light. Basically, those lights that when you move under, it comes up. When there's nobody there, it stays at a dim level. But once there is a human pass or anything pass, it comes up brighter. The upgrade is to actualize the vision of greater FCT that would complement the ongoing infrastructural development. The coordinator of Abuja Metropolitan Management Council, Felix Obua, this man has appeared in our news again. He appeared last week Monday, he's here again. In a statement on Sunday, said there are plans to mitigate all major Abuja roads and streets with smart LED. He said that the contract has already been awarded, adding that it will be taken bit by bit. We are ready to light up Abuja. He said, Obua also said last week he decries the attitude of some streetlight contractors that fail to meet up with the standard, threatening to blacklist them. However, in a statement on Sunday, the executive director went on to say, Mrs. Ronke Ozo went on to say the company in charge of the project, is recently recommending that upgrade. She said that thousands of units of LED will be fixed from Airport Road area to central area of the FCT. Did I hear central area? You people take your shekels. because we have always complained about it, even here on the show. From NMPC Towers to Zone 4 Junction, it's like a total blackout. You hardly see anything. Also, who visited the site last week noted that the LED lighting will result in the reduction of up to 60% of operations and maintenance costs of streetlight infrastructure. She said that the smart LED system is one of the enabling technologies for a smart city, adding that the intelligent nature of this streetlight system enable remote management of streetlight access and all the amenities that comes with it. Now, these are my talking points, and this is where I want all the elders in the studio to get into the conversation. We are talking about streetlight today. There was one time during the last administration that we had about, 450 million project on CCTV cameras in Abuja that never came on one day. In fact, some areas still have some of those boxes. Little did we know that some of those boxes are even empty because the right machines are not inside. And now we're talking about streetlights. There are places, again, in the FCT where this has not worked the way we wanted it to work. I just mentioned central area. A lot of you also know that when you get to the city gates where you have Welcome to Abuja and you are taking down the ramp, it is completely, if you don't go in with your full light and your full chest, you better just go and look for a road to follow. There are places where you don't want your car to stop at 11 p.m. in Abuja. True. In fact, even police will advise you that come, leave the car there and come to us and let's study before you go back there. Yes, especially, you see that Wuye junction, before this construction they are doing started, from that Wuye pedestrian bridge to the sharp turn to National Stadium, you don't want anything to happen there until the Nigerian police decided to station some policemen with a van at that wonderland. That was where we had some level of peace there. Before, when the police officers were not there, my God, if you just stop there, you will not know where those boys will come out from.
Exactly.
The one removing tire will be removing tire. The one removing battery, the one remove your phone, everything. In fact, you will be seeing your car get vandalized because you will run and cross the road. You'll just be watching them vandalizing the car until they go with what they want to go. So is this street light a wonderful idea? And what should they put in place so that we don't have issue of theft? If you go to Idusa, if you go to Idu towards the train station, you know there are also LED street lights that they did there when they opened those areas. Some of them are not coming on again. Some of them are not even hanging on the pole again. And I was confirming from some of the people in the area, I said, well, yeah, Ansata. I said, who is stealing this thing? How do you climb up to that place and remove that thing and cut away with it? Let's start with Lolo, because we respect women on this show. And they are our mothers. So, really? Lolo, let's start with you. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. It's an honor to start today's discussion. First of all, you asked, is it a wonderful thing? Very wonderful project. I must actually commend Mr. Felix for that wonderful project, because like you said, there was a time I was going back home from school, 7 p.m., and along that Gwarimpa side, everywhere was dark. Like, I was just praying, and because my light was not full, so people coming the other way, it was affecting me. I couldn't see clearly. And at that point, I said, am I in a city or am I in a village? What's the difference between a city and a village? One of the differences between a rural area and an urban area is lightning, as in light up the place. I don't know if lightning is the correct word, but lighting up the place. In rural areas, yes, we can see dark areas, dark places, but not in a city and not in the Federal Capital Territory. It's actually absurd that Abuja will have such, we are still talking about lighting up Abuja at this point in time when it's supposed to be something, a forgotten issue already. So I think if it's going to be implemented, it's a very wonderful idea, very wonderful project. And another thing is, it's not just about being implemented, it's about the maintenance.
Good.
Because trust me, most times we put up things there, we come up with beautiful ideas, we put them up there, but give it some years, you start looking for it. Nobody takes care of it. And when we have new government, it's like they abandon the previous project and want to come up with their own new project. Before Mr. Felix came on board, we had, like you said, they awarded a contract of how many million again? And
we're about 450 million.
That's huge. CCTV. Okay, that's for CCTV. Yes. And we've not even heard anything about that.
No, we have CCTV.
Where is it?
On our phones, we have cameras. we use them when we see anything on the road.
The reports.
So it's about the maintenance, it's about implementing it. The people that will get the contract, they should do a good job. You talked about police officer being, see, we have good people in Nigeria and everywhere in the world, but the problem is that the bad people are more than the good people. So we don't even, we are focusing on the bad people, honestly. Yes. So I just wish that this project would be carried out by people with integrity, with contractors that have integrity, will do the right thing, and proper maintenance will be carried on periodically. Thank you.
Let's move to Usanforgod this morning. He's the honorable doctor, so it's only wise to start with the honorable doctor.
Thank you so much, once again, Nigerian Info Management, I want to say thank you for this privilege. I don't take it for granted. If not for anything, at least I'm learning public speaking. Yeah. So, Sir,
yes, sir.
Would you permit me to just make some footnote in regards to your intro?
Yes, sir. Please.
And I'm happy you brought that up, because in Nigeria, every breaking news is a negative news. No good news is a breaking news. And so it is much more easier to drag somebody to the mud, and then it gets likes, gets circulated, shares, and comment. And as against when someone does a very good thing. And I know that, just like you said, when an erring police officer is caught, is put out there for the public. And I think the police does that as a way to show the public that they don't tolerate such act. But like you said, sir, it's also good not only rewarding police officers that have done very well, the force itself is doing so much that people don't know. Because if you go to police station, you see recovered cars that were stolen. Just because people lost, so people think, this car was stolen in Maiduguri, they can't find it. And people don't actually go back to, check the records. The police keep putting out there in the dailies, stolen and recovered vehicle. People don't go to recover them. People don't go to actually identify those vehicles. So I can also add my voice to say, not only about rewarding officers that have done exceptionally well, the force itself also should also promote what they have achieved. I see that it's not a force that is full of pride, always putting things there, but they're doing so much that is not known. It's not okay to stay on the side of always being chastised by the public when there are mistakes, because if any group that has such a number will surely have a few miscreants that will always drag the name to the mud. So let's balance it. The good things the force is doing should also be put there, and the public this time around, the public is also quick to share, comment about mistakes of every officers, not only in the police, in all the uniform. Anything uniform attracts more attention. But the same public is not even quick to share every good thing that's being done. There is officers that are out there. Let's balance that balance. Then going back to the topic on ground. Yes. So in the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, the Bible tells us the earth was without form, it was dark anyway. Now I'm saying this to say that if darkness was a good thing, God would never have light. The first thing God created was, he said, let there be light, and there was light. Now, what is the use of darkness? Darkness is not good for anything except for evil. In fact, even married couples sometimes prefer the other room when it is dark. You know why? Because darkness is synonymous to things that people are not proud of.
So, are you saying suya is evil because they sell it to me?
No, not necessarily so. Okay. They don't sell suya in the dark.
They're just on the light.
They don't sell suya in the dark.
Okay.
They sell suya in the evening because it is expected that people hang out more in the evening. They're closing for work more in the evening. You want to take some suya home. Wherever they sell suya, there will always be light.
The light.
If you go to anywhere they're selling suya and there's no light there, you can't be sure it's so don't go there. So I've just said all of this just to portray the importance of light. It can never be underestimated. So what the government has done right now must be appreciated. Now, like she said earlier on, we should have outgrown
this conversation.
True.
The airport route, the gateway to our capital, it should have been a thing of the past. But however, they say wherever a man wakes up is the morning. So we must appreciate the government and whosoever authority that is responsible for putting this together.
Right.
Back to the citizens, I love to have my conversation balance. Please, let's maintain these things. Let's see these things as treasures. We shouldn't see them as things to...
I think, Usang, one of the things that we have not even done very well, whether on the side of citizen and government, is that we've not really talked about the ownership of public infrastructure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Created with our own taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
That's you see, there's this mentality. What belongs to everybody belongs to nobody. What belongs to you, you treasure it.
Yeah.
You just take some things in the offices. I went to one office and I saw a woman put very hot water into the fridge, and I said, is it not? It's bad. Why did you look? She said, what has happened to the good one we have done?
Interesting.
That is seeing those things as...
Usang, let me hold you on there. Let's go for a quick conversation break. When we come back, you finish your point and then we'll move to Mazi. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. And you can catch us on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja this morning. Go there right now and you catch all the conversation from there, and you can leave us a comment there. We'll be right back. It's Town Hall meeting. Lolo is here. Mazi is here, and Honorable Doctor is also here. It's a full house. Learned people, strictly, are here.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This 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 is Nigeria Info.
Right now, I was running up on the side of we the followers and saying that we should treasure the things that government are putting in place.
Okay.
We should see public infrastructure and things in our offices as our own. And I was given an instance of a woman who was, treating an office fridge very well, and she said she wasn't rewarded for the good things she did, so she didn't see any reason why she shouldn't do that. But the truth is that if we treat these things very well, they will last longer for us, and then we can have a better society. When you're in your car, it's as simple as when you take a can of a drink, it is wrong to throw it outside the car because it will block the
Musang
circulation,
wants to start another drama this morning.
So please, let's look at these installations as things that belongs to us, and let's treasure them and preserve them.
Thank you very much, Usanforgod. Mazi.
Good morning, Abuja. I would like to start from since we started on the police, issue. Let me start from there. There was a time I mentioned about a particular officer in my Toma police station, Hussein Abubakar. I will always keep saying his name. He's a good friend now. When I had issue, walked into that place, and I was surprised. First time that you meet a police, reported the issue. Even when he needed some things that the office didn't have, he dipped his. And I said, no, I have some cash. He said, no, don't worry. He used his money to, get whatever he wanted, handled that issue to conclusion, and never opened his mouth to say, give me 1 naira or 2 naira. That was how we became friends. And then the last time I had issue, it was late at night when I parked somewhere to make a call, had my hazard light on. Somebody, bashed my car from the back. I called him immediately, and he sent, somebody to a policeman from that place to come and help me. But when the guy came, finished the issue and was going, I said, okay, I'll drop you off at the place. And then I asked him, how much I'll give you? I said, I got 1 meal. He said, I got 1 meal. I said, no, anyway, this one is between me and you, for you to, come at this time of the night to help me. If not, those guys would have, taken advantage of the fact that it was a lonely period. So, but he came to the rescue. So whatever I did, it was between me and him. But there are many other people like Hussein Abubakar in Nigerian police force,
yes,
who are decent, who do their job with passion and as if it's their own private business. We need to start mentioning their names, reward them in a little way. It might not be giving them millions. It could be, okay, I'm taking you out for lunch. Take a picture, post it. Most times you see here in Nigeria, you see a police officer being celebrated in US. By citizen. Many of them, they've gone out with their own personal money to buy things and help people. There are so many Nigerian police officers who are kind, who will reach out and help you, when you are, in trouble. I remember a time somebody was traveling along that Kaduna road. I think it was a team of Nigerian policemen who stopped and helped him as well, just like the case that you cited, and helped and make sure he was safe, because you know how dangerous that road is. As well, we have quite a lot of them, but in Nigeria, I don't want to mention other countries, at least I've not been there. Let me talk of where I am. It looks like it's not news until it's a bad one. If he has stolen money from me, yes, I gave him money and he took my money. Nigerian police, not their way. There are good ones who are honest. You understand? So I think it's the job of the Nigerian police force. That platform, even when I had that case that Hussein Abubakar helped me, that platform, there's a platform where you can report a Nigerian police officer. They have a call where you can send a text and mail also on. I sent his name on those two or three of those places to say this guy is a good person. And it's unfortunate that you have a force that is like you're always waiting for them to misbehave for you to tell the public and shame them. But when they do good things, you don't say, oh, somebody said something about Effizy or about Usanforgod. Let's celebrate him, let's commend him. Please, they need to do that, because in as much as it's okay for us to say, let government increase their salary, that's not the only thing that will motivate somebody to be a good worker. Do you understand me? Words like, oh, thank you so much. I have started something in my house now where if I'm washing my car, my son or my sisters, they help me out, I'll give them some I give them some money. Now my daughter was actually telling me yesterday that his birthday is Wednesday. I saw the money I'll be giving. How much do you have? So last night we were laughing that he has spent all his money in his mommy's shop. This one he told me I have only 200 naira. I said, so for the cash. But that simple act of thank you, or a handshake, or even the organ, maybe the DPO in charge can call, guy, come, I had so and so thing that you did well, thank you so much. Do you understand me? Will help in a long way. Citizen will have a role to play. Nigerian police force, you also have a role to play. So that they will continue to be good. Then on the issue of the light, Usanforgod, my brother, mentioned, what the Bible says, God said, let there be light. For me, I think the person who discovered electricity was, what's the name of this guy? Is he by Einstein or something?
Yeah,
No.
The guy this guy who actually found light bulb almost 1,000 times, and they told him that, he failed 999 times. He said no, that he only learned 999 times a way a light bulb can come on. I would find out.
Came and left me now. I mean, it's not
is that Isaac Newton?
Isaac Newton.
So now, just this on a lighter note, you understand? So if light is not important, he wouldn't try that 1,000 times, to get this thing done. See, the current minister of Works and Housing, Dave Umahi, what people mention
Thomas Edison. Yes, okay, this in 1878.
What did Newton require?
I think Newton is law of motion.
Okay.
Physics.
We are old, so
That's why they have the Newton's law.
Most of the things that they talk much about, anybody that goes to Ebonyi, you see after constructing road, he's an engineer, he's good at that. The way he lines street light in that Abakaliki, I don't know if there are other local governments in Ebonyi benefited, but people will always tell you that even if you have a car with a very good headlamp, if you are driving where you have street lights, is the feeling is different. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Even if you have the best street lights as well, because from far you can actually see if there is anything happening. You know why on Kubwa Road most times you have all these accidents? Maybe there is a little thing, a car stops, even with your hazard light on, there is emergency. Nobody knows when your car will stop. And you put on your hazard light. It's not enough. Because most times you can't see if the car is moving or not. You can put your hazard light on and still be moving. So the other person coming won't even know why is this hazard light. But if there is street light, if a car is stationed at a particular place, you will know. Because you also see people who stand around, trying to work on the car or something. It's very important. It will reduce this issue of crime that we have everywhere, all these bad boys. You mentioned the Uye area.
Yes.
What about that under that bridge close to National Mosque?
No, don't go there.
Do you understand?
Those are senior boys,
Even yesterday,
and they
I
will
was
jump
coming
into that gully there as they are attacking. They jump in, so you can't follow.
Yesterday I was coming. This
They are
is in the
senior
afternoon. This is in the afternoon. But because it was Sunday, I wasn't sure if we are going to have police there. I know they've removed the speed bump, but I was still afraid yesterday. Just to pass through there, move through National Mosque and get to Zone 3.
okay, under that bridge from
Under that bridge. And
Yes.
this afternoon,
Yes.
imagine at night. Most times at night, if I want to use, they have to stop. 2 or 3 cars will come, then I will follow them. Do you understand me? So, but if you have
there was
light,
one day those boys wanted to do me strong thing. I'm telling you, I was on morning. I don't know if I told Usanforgod. I was on morning crossfire, and one of our chauffeur here came to pick me from the house. And when we were coming, we were approaching there. So I saw, maybe because of my glasses, I saw a light on the road, and it was an unusual light. So I told him, I said, slow down, that light. So by the time he wound down, he said, that is like somebody forgot his phone. I said, my brother. I'm with you.
So even though it was afternoon, I was afraid. But by the time they position a light under that particular bridge, I think there was a time they fixed some.
Yes.
Even if you want to make U-turn from Mabuchi, that place again under that bridge. These are places that if you have enough light, the job will even be easy for the police people as well. Because if everywhere is dark, somebody
because even the policeman who is supposed to protect needs that light.
He needs the light,
so that they don't advance to him before.
Yes, and he won't know. But you can. So it helps a lot. It will give the security people less job. Do you understand? Because with the lighting, you can see far. And even if you say, let's just say that your car got spoiled, and it's really in a very dark place. But if there is light, you can actually even sit in the car, make a call. Then if you see somebody advancing, you know what step to take, whether to come down and run or something. But if everywhere is dark, it's almost like you are being blindfolded. You don't know what to do. So light is important. But my appeal to this job, because from what Mr. Felix said, the contract has already been awarded.
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God. Please, let whoever is giving the job do a good one. Like I keep saying, the person of the FCT minister, once the job is done, I have that made up mind that it will be done. Because just like he said, even while he was governor, and he repeated the same thing when he came here as FCT minister, if I don't have money for any particular job, I don't award it. Do you understand me? And he follows through. But when he gets this job done, let's make sure that the contractor does a good job. And secondly, we need to imbibe this habit of owning public infrastructure. It's our own. It's our own. That's why I keep saying that it's wrong for you to stop at night. Like, I'm going a little bit back to police, and you see a policeman, the first thing is attack. There's nothing wrong. You mind that is my own way. Why? How is your work today? Fine. You even see the way they will treat you is different from when you come without this thing first. Ask him, how are you? How is work today? Just start that way. So because the reason why I'm saying that, if anybody is working for me, that's the way I treat you. Do you understand me? You own them. They are working for you, including the president, including the governor. They are your people. So let's own even public infrastructure the same way. Don't see somebody in Mabel or something trying to steal something. If I see them taking those manholes, I've reported something to you before, I will stop. I might not come down.
Mazi has followed one towards Metama one day. I said, don't go close.
I won't go close. But if winding down asking from the car so that in case anything you can run off, that will even like when I did that one that day, they had to leave. Do you understand me? But somebody will see them and then you ignore and go. It's our property. You don't know if they remove that one now. You don't know whose leg is going to be broken in that particular place as well. We need to own public infrastructure. Anything, even if government is doing something you don't like, the way to protest is not to destroy things. The little thing you want to set everything on fire. I really laugh when I see people, most especially when once they see a police van packed. I don't understand. The day you need help, and you call that same police, maybe they had 5,
and that's the only car available.
You burnt 2.
You have reduced it.
Yes.
You have reduced the number.
In fact, one day when I went to, I was around that Maitama police station as well to see that same good friend of mine. And you know, there is a way they post their people, go to Mabuchi Junction, go here, go here, go here, and somebody called for something. Needed a help also. And you can see the way he was like sweating. How do I get a van and get guys to? Now he had to call, other guys at a particular, so please rush down to so-and-so place and attend to that issue. Maybe because the one they had there is broken. What if the one that would have done that job, we brought it when we are protesting? So public infrastructure is your own property. Yesterday I told you what happened to my car. Coming to town, I had issue. Now, when I called those guys, I'm going to spend like 180 or 190,000 to fix the whatever, the pump, power steering pump. Do you understand me? Now, 2 weeks ago, it was the catalyst. That was like 150. Battery 85. Now I'm sweating. No, but I have to do this because it's my car. Do you understand me? Own public property like that. I tell people most times, if you see a police van, they drive into filling station, they are begging for fuel. Don't start first by saying, hey, they don't give them money, they want chop and they can't beg. What I do most time, if I'm buying 40 liters, I can stay the attendant, give them 10 liters, give me 30. This is my contribution. See, I'm sorry, some believe there is heaven. I don't believe there is anything. This is the heaven I know. It is my kindness, it is my good work that will make this country the heaven that I want to be. The other one, I'm not sure. If I decide to make this place a terrible place, that is the hell that I'm talking about. So please, you can do your part to fix the nation. Yes, there is a point where we can blame Mr. Tinubu, the president. We can blame the VP. We can blame governors. But what are you doing? What are you doing?
All right.
Understand me? What are you doing to make the place better?
30 seconds to add to what you just said now.
Okay.
Let me say it clearly on radio that a man, a woman with good conscience can never initiate the burning down of government infrastructure.
True.
Regardless of a police vehicle. And so you are ignorantly following and supporting that. Be careful, because the initiator must be a criminal. A man that is not a criminal can never initiate the burning down of a police vehicle or a police
or any public infrastructure.
What has the vehicle done to them even? The vehicle is not their problem.
Maybe it's the color. All right, you can jump in the conversation. Come here on WhatsApp or also call the phone line 0700 951 0000. WhatsApp is 00399 30137. We actually have 2 stories, but this is where we are. So let's just take some calls to see if time permits us on the 11 o'clock hour. If I can keep them a little more, we'll share the next story with you. Good morning, Effizy and the elders. We have more good people than bad people. It's just that good people are not celebrated. Kudos to the Nigerian police. And on the LED light and the solar light, how can they be secured against vandals? Because I am saddened anytime I pass EFCC and Federal Medical Center Junction, seeing that all the lights have been stolen, including the pole, that are intentionally swayed down. In addition to any car running over the lights, running the lights down, should be penalized. Please, something should be done to also protect the lights either the project will be defaced. Okay, Oliver from Durumi, thank you so much. Such a concerned citizen. Good morning, Nigeria Info. How about protection of street lights against vandals if they are installed in lonely areas? Thank you, TY from Duse Alaji. We appreciate you. Okay, yes, we established that Thomas Edison discovered light bulb. Yeah, extend my love to Lolo. Who is this? Let's be sure this love is just love. Okay, this is Eunice that couldn't make it to women's support. It's okay. We will tell her. Lolo, Eunice says she loves you.
Thank you.
That's all. But any other one, we will look at it well. And dear FCT Minister, I want to express my gratitude for your dedication to the road construction at Old Road, Buhari. However, with the rainy season approaching, I urge you to prioritize the swift completion of this project to minimize potential disruption. Esodi are currently at Area 8. Thank you, Esodi. This is how it should be. Give us the report, appreciate it, and tell us what's the way forward. And Kingsley from Usetu says, Sahel, did you send? I need a number I can call to make inquiries about your. Okay, I'll send you a number. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning this morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning to every other person in the studio here.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Chris. I'm calling from Zone now.
Is this our normal Chris? Or be another Chris?
I mentioned his name, Chris.
It's the normal Chris.
Chris, why do you make your voice low now? No, this is not the Chris I know.
God preserved me yesterday. I'm going to lose 1%.
Nah, we no feel lose you. No.
I've been trying, but at the point I said, let me just go calm down. Maybe later when you open the phone line, I will call. Yesterday, I didn't go to church yesterday. It was because the kind of work I did on Saturday, it was too much on me. So yesterday I woke up very weak. I'm an instrumentalist. Whenever my pastor, sermon is going on, I have a dedicated microphone with my saxophone. So but I didn't go to work church that yesterday. So at a point, around after 10, I went into my poetry. I took my trumpet there. Now doing some normal rehearsal. But the particular song was kept on coming on to my head. Or that song that is a hymn that says, "Oh, praise the Lord, perfection."
Yes.
Oh Lord, the ground is singing.
My friend now called me, and I should help them that they want to get to Central Park here. I said, okay, they don't know how to drive. I would have given them my Camry key. But I now when they took him and the wife, we went to Central Park. We stayed there. There's an Italian restaurant here, one Italian food. So they gave us all this pizza and some other stuff there. We just get there. That time we didn't begin the fall in the evening. You know that at the point I was getting very uncomfortable. And now I took my food. I told them to let us get closer to where we can be seeing the Liverpool match. The moment we got there, the wind intensified, and there's a very big, mighty tree there. The team just uprooted the tree to where I was seated, smashed the glass, and everything came down. Honestly speaking, even the two girls that we are having there, they cry of joy. They just carried our food to come and give us before that it came down. None of us for survivor. God is really wonderful. I'm telling you, yesterday night, this moment, I just think, was it that I was at the wrong place at the wrong time? Because I was supposed to go to church that evening for our those who they attend the Love War International, aka Christ Embassy. The last Sunday of every my first Sunday of every month, we usually do communion service.
In fact, Chris, let's just thank God for God preserving your life.
Thank God. Yes.
Just thank God for you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. All right. Hello. Good morning to you.
The great billionaire.
Great. The king is here.
Morning, sir.
Morning to you.
The reigning
I
king.
greet all my elders. I greet our Lord.
Thank you.
God bless. Mr. Chris, we thank God for your life and your family. You have kept them. We live long. Thank you to you and Mr. You people are doing well. Mr.
Yes.
Close to you. Since we have been talking about electricity,
Mm.
I want you to inform elders about issue of this sewage.
Mm.
We need to know who is in charge of APP. We need to know. It's abominable thing to happen in Abuja. If electricity comes to life, what of the sewage water is splashed on the road? Market, Yapi, we say 2. Zone 2, where is the APP post? Mr. Usanforgod, Mr. Masi, Destiny, Anthony, I beg you, including our sister, dear Lolo. You people should let this be the next after. We want Mr. Wicked to know. Kudos to Felix Obua, as 2 people are talking about it. He just entered his office at phone now. I was at his back when he's going by that week. People are talking good about it. Let the DJ of APP do well so that people can appreciate him. They don't supposed to be in office. They pay our taxpayer money without what. Please, you people should not look at international market. Look at sewage. Look at sewage. Look at where our mothers are selling food. I know many of you will know where I'm opposite to my market. It's unfortunate. Who is in charge?
Okay.
Thank you. God bless everyone of you.
All right. Thank you. The king has spoken. Talking about Gaiki. I thought we settled that Gaiki.
The billionaire.
Yes,
Which
sir.
one is he mentioning?
He mentioned Gaiki. I thought I and Usanforgod settled that Gaiki seaway.
I want us to give credit to that department, that lady.
Yes, the spokesperson.
Yes, that usually respond to you.
Yes.
For all I can remember, there have not been any request from you, any complaint from us that they never acted on less than 48 hours. So what I can advise is that if there is any information about the broken sewage anywhere, let's bring it on board and inform her.
Yes.
I don't want us to complain because she has acted very, very
Yes,
well.
because that's Gaiki own. I mean, Usang even went there, took pictures, took videos, and then we sent to her, and she gave us step by step. She told us when they escalated, why they couldn't come that day, but by tomorrow it will be fixed. And she even called me that we should check now if it's still fixed, and it was fixed.
It was fixed immediately, and then you recall the one opposite the Atiku campaign office.
Yes.
It was also attended in
yes.
less than 24 hours. So I think if they get to know, if you see something, say something so that ABB
will do something. Yes. All right. Let's go for another break. We'll be right back after the break. That's after the news at the top of the hour, and at that point, we'll start winding down the conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Nigeria Info.